Hi lovelies, thank you so much for being with me today. I hope you're all doing really well. I'm actually really happy that I can be doing this reading because I wasn't sure how I was going to go. Energy wise, I have just been so zapped after a very long year. I did put up a post just regarding struggles I've gone through. So not in detail, of course. I don't ever share anything really personal. But sometimes it's okay to reach out to you guys. You know, you are my beautiful supporters and I know that you have my back as I have yours. So I hope you're all doing really well and I hope that you're moving into a state of relaxation. Things are starting to wind down as we come into the Christmas holidays very soon. So yeah, we're going to be looking at what I do, the Divine Weekly Guidance every week. I hope to do it every week anyway. It will all be happening in January next year. I'll have a lot more energy to be able to put more things onto the channel. I'm doing ASMR videos and meditation videos. I've already put 2 up already. That kind of gives you an idea as to what I may be doing. But I'll be, obviously extending that out to other things such as affirmation videos. This video that I'm doing today, this reading, is a general guidance. And I hope to do more pick-a-card readings and things like that next year as well. And also between now and the end of the year, there is a Divine Christmas giveaway for 2 lucky winners, okay, that can win a private reading with me, valued at $120. It'll be video recorded and sent to your email. So all of the details are in the description box below, okay, and the comments section. So check it out. And yes, all you need to do is subscribe, put a green heart on the comments of each video that I do put out between now and the 22nd of December, which will be the draw date. And if you want extra 7 entries, okay, 7 extra entries, all you got to do is after those first 2 steps, just pay $3.33 into my PayPal account so you get more chances to win. And I really think it's an awesome thing to have a private reading to see what's coming up in the new year as well, if that's a question you might have. Now let's get started. We're going to be looking at what do we need to know for today. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy I've got energy to do this today for you guys. Yes, and if you've all gone through a fair bit of challenges like I have, emotionally, everything, health-wise or whatever it might be, these readings are really, designed to guide you and help you. You might get, all of the message might apply to you. You might find certain messages only apply. But either way, I hope you get something out of it today, guys. And I love doing this every week because we get to chat on the live chat below as well. So hop on and say g'day. So let's have a look. Let's see. What do we need to know this week, please, angels? What do we need to know this week, please? And you might hear sunshine in the background. My gorgeous little yellow cockatiel, who is a little girl, as we just confirmed the other week. She laid an egg, an infertile one, but yeah. And she's going off in the background right now, so she probably knows that I'm doing a reading without her. She might not be happy. Oh, gosh. So, yes, let's see. And so many people love the idea that sometimes I'll do readings with her, and she chooses the cards. It's so cute. Okay, angels, what can we learn today, this week, please? What do we need to focus on, please? There it is. Oh, okay, 5 of prosperity, financial loss, temporary poverty, isolation, rejection, adversity, struggle, feeling alone and unsafe, loss of self-esteem and self-worth. Swallow your pride, ask for help. See the signs of support around you. This too shall pass. Mercury in Taurus, and we've got left out in the cold. So this is the 5 of Pentacles in the tarot. And what this says is that some of us might be in poverty mentality. We might be feeling the lack of things right now, the lack of support, the lack of finances. Feeling literally left out in the cold, that we don't have the abundance. Maybe looking out into the world, outwardly into the world, and seeing everything else that everybody else has, especially around this time of year. It can be very stressful for people to have the money. You know, we live in a corporate industry, a corporate world, a capitalist society. So it's very much about money and having money and advertising for presents. And there's that extra pressure for some people to have to be able to go out and buy all the things they need for their kids or family, when really it's also mostly about family and belonging and being together at this time of year. But, you know, a lot of people may also be struggling emotionally, might be depressed right now around this time of year. I know for a lot of years, I wasn't always looking forward to Christmas because there was a lot of trauma in my past around Christmas time. So I made the most that I could, you know, with my children, for my children and family as well. And it's as time goes by that you really just, if you shift your perspective as to what is it that I have in my life now, and what can I appreciate, and what time and effort and attention and care can I give to something? If I don't have the money, can I make something? Can I give something, even if it's a secondhand item? Is there something that you can pass forward, you know, pay it forward with? And yeah, some people are just not in the Christmas spirit, and that's okay. And not everybody celebrates Christmas. It's just this time of year where things wind down. People are, you know, together, and some people don't have that. Some people don't have the family or don't have the partner, and they feel really down. And if you're one of those people, I empathize with you. I have been there before, and I do understand what it's like to feel left out in the cold, to feel not embraced by certain people, or not having enough abundance to do all the things you want to do with around this time of year especially. This doesn't have to be around this time of year. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're seeing this could be next year, you know, or it could be the middle of the year, or whatever it might be. You might be seeing this could be relevant to your situation right now, where it's really hard to stay on top of things. And so Spirit wants to say, you know, let's see what they want to say. What's their advice? What are the angels' advice around this? So, okay, let's look at this. So we've got parents, and we've got be willing to forgive. So there could be an issue around parents right now. There's going to be a lot of messages coming through. So the divine truth is that your parents eternally love you to the best of their ability. The angels are helping you heal from any pain associated with your mother or father. Now, this could be also if you're a parent and you're just feeling like you're just not feeling like you're doing things good enough. You might have regrets. You might be really feeling not good enough in yourself and feeling like you want to give more to your children or family than you can, or even to your own parents. There could be parents in spirit right now that you really miss, and that you are feeling really like that void, and you're missing them. So there could be some, you know, things that need to be resolved as well with your parents, whether they're here or not, whether you're in connection with them or not right now. If they're in the physical plane or at a distance emotionally or physically from you, there's something that may be within you that's being triggered around this time that is hard for you to heal. So Spirit is saying, okay, be willing to forgive. Ask the angels to clear your mind and body of past pain in exchange for peacefulness. So some of you, you know, as I said before, I mean, everybody has a story. Everybody has a different thing. Some people have come from broken homes, broken families, have been fostered, have been adopted. You know, some people can't have children. There's so many things here that is being triggered for some people around this time. And, you know, it's interesting we got the instruments here too. So someone might play an instrument. There could be a family of musicians here as well. There could be some ego stuff going on in families right now as well, where you just feel that you're not the favorite, that there's others, like maybe other siblings or other people in your life who's taking your parents' attention, or other family members are just maybe being treated differently to you. So it could be that you're just really trying to fit in, try to belong, but you just don't feel like you want to. You might be the black sheep of the family. You don't want to conform to a certain idea or value that it may not suit you with where you're at right now. It could be a cultural thing. You know, there's something you might be trying to branch away from and find your identity with, that you don't want to be taking on their values, or you know, if it's not aligning with where you're at right now. As I said, there's so many messages coming through for so many people on different journeys. It could be that you're willing, you know, being willing to forgive yourself. Don't beat yourself up too much. if you are a parent and haven't, feel like you haven't done enough, haven't done good enough. Maybe some of you are not in contact with your children or your parents right now, and it's just letting you know that, everything's going to be okay. God is asking you, or the angels are saying, God box, okay? So find a little box, find a beautiful little wooden box or any kind of box, okay? And write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put into a special container called a God box. Now, you might call it an angel box, a prayer box, whatever it is you want to call it, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So this can also, by setting the intention and writing something down, it really is quite powerful. And if you read it out loud, the spoken word is also quite powerful. There's different frequencies in our voice, in our intention, in its tone. And we are sending that out to the universe as to what it is we wish to heal and resolve right here. So let's have a look here. What else can we learn? So this is pretty, it's around the family home too. So 10 of prosperity is the family. It's definitely family related for some of you here, where there might be some sadness, there might be a void, there might be a feeling of, some of you might be undergoing a divorce or just a lot of changes right now around a family home. You could be moving, letting go of a family home, something. It could be that you revisit somewhere you grew up. There's just, another country, or you want to find your roots. You want to find where your ancestry is. Some of you might actually go into ancestry.com or look at, is it genealogy? I think that's what they call it, genealogy, I can't remember now. DNA, things like that. You might be looking into that. Some of you are trying to find answers to maybe an illness, or just finding out where your genetics are. Okay, some of you are really trying to find that out. And we've got the Queen of Insights. Yeah, you're trying to find the truth to a situation. This is someone who comes into wisdom, and it's not always a pleasant truth. Sometimes it's a brutal truth, a harsh truth. And you might be, for some of you, might have said some harsh words, some very assertive, very blunt words to somebody, or they've said it to you and you're feeling this. Maybe something had come to an end, maybe it's still coming. Maybe this hasn't happened yet, but it could still be coming, that something needs to be said. Something needs to clear the air. There needs to be a conversation, or there needs to be truth being said here as well. So someone has to step forward and lovingly talk, lovingly speak from the heart, but with truth. And this says she holds suppressed pain, but has inner strength. So there's the wolf by her side, which is the loyalty, the dog, okay? So the loyalty, the best friend. And so there is even maybe some legal issues going on with family, with an estate or a funeral. It could be, an estate. What am I seeing with that? Like a will, somebody's will, dealing with documents, things like that, which might be really hard. Sometimes, especially with this, it can be sibling rivalry. They might be putting parents, elderly parents into a home. There's all sorts of things and changes that are going on for a lot of you here. And as I said, there's so many different messages in this. So if that doesn't resonate, there might have been another message that I've said here that does. If it doesn't resonate at all, we're going to get other messages as well. So this may or may not be for you today, but this is a very specific message for those who are undergoing a lot of sadness and a lot of change right here, and a lot of needing to accept something finally. Knowing that maybe you don't get along with somebody, and you may never get along with that person, even though they're your family. And that's a really hard thing, because you may never feel accepted, or you may never really accept their values, or, you always might feel that they don't accept you for who you are or where you want to be in life. And that's really sad. And that's part of this healing. Be willing to forgive that these people, your parents, your family members, may not understand you, because that's just not their journey. They have their own values and imprinted or ingrained ideas and principles from their own parents, from their own grandparents, ancestors before. So it's like sometimes people will be rigid and stuck. They won't see it from your side here. They might not accept something that you do, or how you live, or how you identify yourself to be. There might be this rivalry with siblings that need to work out what's the best thing for the family, for the parents, that kind of thing here as well. But if you're a parent or if you're trying for children as well, this could be something that you're finding is difficult at this time. You might feel like you're getting older and you just don't have, maybe if you've never had children, you want children, you feel like time's ticking on. So there's a lot of different things people are coming up against right now. But it does show that there can be healing in this as well. Yes, paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So it does show that this can happen. There can be joy. There can be this feeling of maybe going on a holiday. For some of you, you might be going on a holiday. You might be choosing to just let bygones be bygones and just accepting someone for who they are without trying to change them, or vice versa. And maybe for some of you, you just feel the need to just cut your losses with something and just for the sake of being peaceful, you know, to bring peace to a situation, you'd rather just focus on the good things and the good times and the happiness together. That could be something. Let's get another message, okay? Completely different to what this is right here. What's another message for someone watching today, please? Okay, this is so interesting. It says expansion here, expanding your horizons, regret and hope. So once again, it is kind of following the theme. It may not necessarily be around family and parents, but this is for somebody who might be feeling a bit of grief, heaviness on the heart around this time of year, perhaps, or just where you're at in your life right now. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck in the past, or no, you know what I'm getting with this? It shows me that for those of you who are feeling this, who have been feeling, undergoing some grief, holding on to something from the past, you're now looking forwards, and you're seeing that silver lining that we all talk about with the Five of Cups, is that sometimes we can be in this card too focused on all the things that have gone wrong and the loss in our life that we forget what's ahead of us and we don't see it. But this definitely shows me that you are looking up and shifting your perspective towards the greater things that you can move towards, which is really beautiful. So it shows that there could be travel, okay? You could be traveling. You're moving yourself out of a sadness, out of a situation. This could be this week, or it could be coming up, okay? But we've got the 5 and the 5s here, 55. You might be seeing 555s, 55. It definitely shows me change, okay? It can be unpredictable change at times, and we don't always like what we are going through with this, but sometimes we have to go through the uncomfortable things to understand what it is to have the beautiful things. So it's that contrast, okay? So we're seeing the gloominess here, and we're seeing these beautiful bright orange colors here, and the she's holding the world in her hands. So the world is your oyster. You can choose to go wherever you want to. You're not stuck. You don't have limitations or restrictions. You can go wherever you want to. Spread your wings. Ready for an adventure. Stay committed to your path and be open-minded for further ways to expand your vision. Dream big. So you have the power to move yourself out of a situation that has you feeling less than, okay? Or that you know, it could be an illusion where you feel like you're stuck. But sometimes we do need to grieve. We need to go through the process of healing and grieving and letting go and acceptance in order to say goodbye to that and then embrace something new. Some of you are studying, traveling, that kind of thing, and there's new opportunities opening up for you, maybe even to relocate. And we've got the Grim Reaper. So the relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. So for some of you, it could literally be saying goodbye to a relationship and moving on, okay? And it could be that this is just about cutting out things from your past that you no longer need. So it's kind of like dissolving things away. Like this is a quick cut with the Grim Reaper. It's saying goodbye. It's like the death. It was like the ending and the beginning, okay? So it definitely shows that something is coming to a close in your life. It might lead to a lot of disappointment and sadness as well. But it says there's hope here. So yes, there might be regrets. Okay, my camera just went weird. Something happened. But I was just basically saying that you don't want to give something a second chance in this. It's saying goodbye, like almost like a final thing, okay? Because you're done with that now. You've learned a lesson. You don't want to go back to something. And it's moving forward into a beautiful direction here. Let's see what we got with that. So, wow, I've got a few of them. Fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. So I really feel that for a lot of you, you might be into the fairy folk, the folklore, enchantment, you know, those kinds of things. You might be watching movies with lots of fantasy, you know, fantasy-based themes. And it's so funny. Oh my God, this is so funny. It's got nothing to do with it, but I just saw that. It reminded me of Skeletor. I think it's Skeletor, isn't he, in He-Man or something? I'm trying to remember his name. But it's such like a cartoon kind of thing here as well. And I kind of get the idea that you can kind of look back on your life and see it as like a funny story. See it as like comical in some ways. As well, because that's at the end of the day, laughter is what gets us through. We can laugh at the, you know, the silly things and the mistakes we've made in the past and think, oh my God, I'll never go back and do that again. Sometimes if we're able to do that, it really does help to move forward. But the fairies are here. So this really means to get out in nature and be part of Mother Earth. You might want to volunteer. You might just want to go out for a nice walk or sit in the garden, just really grounding your energy. And we got indigo. So the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive natural born leader. So this could be you. I feel like this is you. It could also be, you know, I really feel like this is you. This is your energy where you're going to move into something where you've let go of a heaviness and you're now moving into this adventure. Quizzical. What's the word? Inquisitive. Man, I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm so sorry. I'm now laughing at myself. I'm just laughing because I'm just stuffing up on my words here. But indigo is also the third eye chakra. So this means that you're very sensitive. You're a natural born healer and leader. You're possibly not following the norm or the crowd. This is something that you're still finding yourself. You're looking into the world with wonder and awe. You want to go on exciting, magical adventures. You want to start something creative. Maybe you'll write a book. Maybe you'll write a children's book. Or, yeah, something very creative you're moving forwards with. And you want to be a voice for those. It could be that you want to work for the justice, you know, be a voice for like the underdog, helping out children, animals, volunteering, charities. It could be things like that. You want to stand up and help and have a purpose, okay? Have a purpose and be on a mission for something that someone else may never have done before. And you might want to, you know, you might actually travel back and forth for this on a plane, state to state or country to country, or just get in your car and drive around and just explore your country. Go for country drives. Could be that you play a musical instrument and want to tour around. Whatever it is, there's something very creative and passionate that is coming into your life from this experience. So there's inspiration that's being born from sadness. And I think that's amazing because you come into some wisdom and now you want to share your experiences in a very creative channel here. So it could be that you write a book, could be that you do podcasts, or that you are a life coach. There's something there. And visualize success. So see yourself doing well in this situation and have faith in a positive outcome. So this is all about feeling good, getting into that vibration where you know great things are coming your way, seeing not just the end of the process, but the step-by-step goals that are getting you there. And it's saying to also celebrate even the little successes. So even if it's something as simple as being approved a loan or saving money for the day or just taking, you know, care of yourself, there's self-care here. Just simple minor steps, okay, will also be something to celebrate. If it's something that you're moving towards in a different way but a positive way, that's a really, really awesome and that's a big step right in itself. And a blessing is coming into your life. Some of you might fall pregnant. Some of you might adopt a baby or an animal. It's just, there's a birth of a new project here. Okay, it could be a windfall. Things are coming in right now. Wow. This situation involves future or current children. For some of you, it could definitely be around a little family, your own children, children's book, helping children, childcare, whatever it might be. That could be something. Or it's an inner child thing. And a crown chakra spirit, connect with your higher self and trust in its divine wisdom. So there is beautiful inspiration and knowledge and wisdom coming to you, okay, from spirit, from source. What's this last one here? Oh gosh. This one says, find peace in solitude. So you can, maybe play an instrument, write a song, create a new composition. Could be poetry, just spending time with your animals, just really just grounding and recentering yourself in this process as well, because great things are unfolding for you. It might feel like things are taking their time. Like it's almost like some of you say, when's it going to be my time? My turn for the great things to come in. And it is coming in. It's as soon as you shift your perspective and look towards what can I give to the world to make the world a better place, that's actually going to really enrich you and others around you and bring in amazing opportunities and blessings into your life as well. So I hope this has resonated today for a lot of you. I hope that, you can get something out of this. I do feel like it's going to really be a breakthrough for a lot of you coming in. You're going to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and there's going to be amazing opportunities. Okay, it could be business. Could be just a hobby that turns into this really big thing where you're helping other people. It could just be an online group or even in your local community that you bring people together and it's successful. And it may be something that you can make some money with as well. But overall, it's going to be really transforming you into this really amazing being that you're going to be very proud of. So I hope this has resonated today, guys, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Love and blessings.